Have you ever felt trapped between what you believe is right and what society demands of you? That's the very dilemma at the heart of Sophocles' timeless play, Antigone. Welcome to A's Book Talk, where we delve into classic literature to find wisdom that still resonates today. Sophocles, one of the most celebrated playwrights of ancient Greece, lived in a time of profound social and political change. Born around 497, he witnessed the rise and fall of Athenian power, participating actively in the city's civic life. Partha, 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 he is said, but the zeal that within, now, and now, the zeal, His plays, including Oedipus Rex and Electra, explored themes of fate, justice, and the human condition. Antigone, written around 441, continues this exploration, forcing us to confront questions of morality, authority, and individual conscience. The story unfolds in Thebes, following a brutal civil war. Antigone, daughter of the ill-fated Oedipus, faces an impossible choice. Her brothers, Eteocles and Polynices, fought on opposing sides, tragically killing each other in battle. Creon, the new king of Thebes, decrees that Eteocles who defended the city shall be honored with a proper burial, while Polynices, branded a traitor, is to be left unburied, his body exposed to the elements, a horrifying punishment in ancient Greek culture, essentially condemning his soul to wander without peace. Antigone, driven by her unwavering sense of duty to her family and her belief in divine law, defies Creon's edict. She secretly buries her brother, performing the sacred rituals necessary for his soul to find rest. When Creon discovers her act of defiance, he is enraged. He sees Antigone's disobedience as a direct challenge to his authority and the stability of the state. He accuses her of treason and sentences her to be buried alive. Antigone defends her actions with unwavering conviction. She argues that Creon's law, a human law, cannot override the unwritten, eternal laws of the gods, which demand respect for the dead and loyalty to family. She believes that her duty to her brother outweighs her obligation to obey an unjust decree. Creon, blinded by his pride and his fear of appearing weak, refuses to listen to reason. He is warned by the prophet Tiresias that his actions will bring disaster upon Thebes, but he dismisses the warning, accusing Tiresias of being bribed. It's a critical turning point where Creon's arrogance truly seals his fate. However, the gods are not to be mocked. Creon's son, Haemon, who is betrothed to Antigone, pleads with his father to reconsider, arguing that the people of Thebes sympathize with Antigone and believe she acted justly. Creon initially dismisses his son's pleas, but eventually, fearing divine retribution, he relents and decides to free Antigone. But it's too late. When Creon and his men arrive at the tomb where Antigone was imprisoned, they find that she has hanged herself. Haemon, overcome with grief, attempts to kill his father before taking his own life. Upon hearing of her son's death, Creon's wife, Eurydice, also kills herself, cursing Creon for the tragedy that has befallen their family. In the end, Creon is left utterly devastated, stripped of his family and his pride, realizing the terrible consequences of his actions. He acknowledges that he was wrong to prioritize human law over divine law and to disregard the pleas of those who loved him. He is left to grapple with the overwhelming weight of his guilt and the knowledge that he has destroyed everything he held dear. Antigone is more than just a tragic play. It's a profound exploration of the complexities of moral decision-making. It highlights the importance of standing up for what you believe is right, even in the face of overwhelming opposition. Antigone's unwavering commitment to her principles serves as a powerful example of courage and integrity. The play also cautions against the dangers of hubris or excessive pride. Creon's arrogance and his refusal to listen to reason lead to his downfall. Antigone reminds us that true leadership requires humility, empathy, and a willingness to consider different perspectives. Furthermore, the play explores the tension between individual conscience and the demands of the state. It raises fundamental questions about the limits of authority and the importance of upholding justice, even when it means challenging those in power. It reminds us that laws should be grounded in morality, and that citizens have a responsibility to resist unjust laws. What can we take away from Antigone's story today? First, embrace your moral compass. Be true to yourself and stand up for what you believe is right, even when it's difficult. Second, cultivate humility and listen to others. Be open to different perspectives and avoid the trap of arrogance. Third, question authority and challenge injustice. Don't be afraid to speak out against wrong, even if it means facing opposition. Antigone is a timeless masterpiece that continues to challenge and inspire us. It reminds us of the importance of courage, justice, and humility in a world that often demands conformity and obedience. By exploring these themes, Sophocles offers us a valuable lesson in how to live a more meaningful and ethical life. Thanks for joining us on A's Book Talk. We hope you found this exploration of Antigone thought-provoking. Subscribe for more book recommendations and discussions. Until next time, keep reading and keep questioning.